There is a place in the heart of the Yucatan Peninsula where time slowed down and nature takes center stage, where the air is cool, even when the sun is high, and the only soundtrack is birdsong and the laughter of families.
This is Tankah Park. Not your average theme park, and certainly not a show-off attraction. Here, there are no neon signs, no endless queues, and no artificial thrills. Just the gentle embrace of the jungle, the crystal embrace of cenotes, and the promise of real adventure for everyone. Tankah's name comes from the ancient Mayan tongue. It means the center of the town, or the heart of the water. And in many ways, Tankah is exactly that. A hidden heart of the Riviera Maya, beating quietly just beyond the resorts and crowds.
The moment you arrive, something shifts. You breathe differently, slower. The sounds of the jungle replace the noise of the world. Here, everything invites you to pause and be present.
Tankah invites everyone to join. Women, men, kids, even grandma. Here, fun doesn't mean fear. It means laughter, cool water, and memories that last.
Even first-timers feel like they've been here before. As if the jungle remembers you. Every splash, every step along the stone paths becomes a part of your story.
Let us walk the path, step by step, through each hidden wonder of Tankah Park. The magic of Tankah is in its simplicity. You don't need to be an athlete, a daredevil, or an Instagram superstar to enjoy it. In fact, some of the best moments here are shared by families, where no one sits on the sidelines.
The canoe ride is silent, except for the dip of your paddle and the call of distant birds. The water is so clear, you see fish gliding beneath your boat like shadows. It's meditative, almost sacred. A moment of connection with ancient water. You don't speak. You don't need to. The canoe becomes part of you, drifting slowly under trees older than memory. For a moment, you're not a visitor. You're part of the story.
It looks like adrenaline, but it feels like freedom. The wind hits your face, trees blur below, and suddenly you're weightless. From above, the jungle is a sea of green, unbroken, eternal, alive. You don't hold on, you let go. You don't scream, you breathe. For a few seconds, you fly. Not to escape, but to remember what it means to feel alive.
Tankah isn't a theme park. It's a community project, run by local Maya families. Every zipline, every canoe, every meal you taste is part of their daily life, not a performance.
When you walk these jungle trails, you're not just exploring nature. You're stepping into their backyard. A living land, protected, shared.
There's something deeply human about the moment right before you jump. You step to the edge, hands gripping the line. Your toes curl over stones slick with water and sun. Everything slows. The air, the noise, even your breath. It's not fear. It's something older, primal, sacred. Your heart races, muscles tense, and then You let go. The world tilts. For a second, you're flying. Not over crowds, not for a camera, just for you. No rules, no noise, just gravity and joy. The cenote yawns beneath you, deep and endless. Splash, a rush of cold. The water catches you like a secret. It's not just refreshing, it's awakening. You surface with a laugh that doesn't need words. And for that moment, you're not visiting a park. You're part of a ritual, a game, a memory being born.
And then you arrive at Cenote Azul. A place so stunning you might believe it's a movie set. The perfect backdrop for Luc Besson's next space epic. But this is real, pure, unspoiled. Here, turquoise water meets ancient limestone, and light dances across the depths. You don't need to dive deep to feel something shift. Even from the surface, there's a kind of stillness that reaches inside you. The water is crystal clear, cool even on the hottest day, filtered for centuries through stone. It's more than a swim, it's a reset, a cleansing. A moment of absolute presence. Most visitors don't expect to find silence here. But somehow, everyone speaks softer. Even children's voices echo like whispers. Because Cenote Azul doesn't ask for attention, it commands it.
Unlike other parks, Tankah doesn't try to impress you with scale or spectacle. Its secret is intimacy, real connection with nature, and the people who call this land home. Lunch isn't a buffet, but a Mayan meal, prepared by local hands, shared with stories and laughter. There's no rush. You eat slowly, seated beneath palapas, while smoke curls from the fire and someone nearby grinds corn for the next batch. It's not just lunch, it's a memory in the making. And when you look around the table, it's hard to tell who's a guest and who lives here. Because for a moment, there's no difference. You might try handmade tortillas cooked over fire, tamales wrapped in banana leaves, or cochinita pibil, slow roasted in an underground pit. It's not fancy, it's real, full of smoke, spice, and warmth. And for those with a sweet tooth, fresh marquesitas, warm and crisp, filled with Nutella, cheese, or cajeta. Churros fried golden and rolled in cinnamon sugar. Served with dark, earthy Mayan coffee. Strong, simple, unforgettable. Every bite is a story, and you're part of it now. These aren't just meals. They're memories, passed down from grandmothers to daughters. There's no menu. What you're served depends on the season, the harvest, and the family cooking it.
In a world full of staged experiences and Instagram illusions, Tankah Park is refreshingly real. Maybe it's time to discover the soul of the Yucatan, not from a resort window, but with your feet in the cool water, surrounded by your favorite people. Worried about the heat? Cenotes are naturally cool, shaded by jungle trees. Tired of sargassum on the beaches? Here, water is always clear, fresh, and inviting. Looking for adventure that doesn't leave someone behind? Tonka is built for you and everyone you love.
Tankah Park. Simple, authentic, unforgettable.